Hi everyone, this is Abbas from tbreak.com, and we are sitting here with Mr. Dilip, who's the Vice President and General Manager for Lenovo product range for ThinkPads. Dilip, you've been around for a very long time, I believe, carrying over from IBM days of ThinkPad. So would you like to do a quick introduction about yourselves?
Sure. As Abbas introduced, name's Dilip, and I manage the ThinkPad product business unit. Was with IBM prior to joining Lenovo when Lenovo acquired the IBM PC division. I became part of Lenovo, and I've been with Lenovo for the last 7 years.
Okay.
And over the last 2.5 years, I've been managing the ThinkPad product line. Prior to that, I was managing the ThinkCenter product line. I was based in Beijing, China, for 4 years. And then before that, I was in Raleigh, North Carolina with IBM.
Okay, great. Now, I remember I bought my first ThinkPad well over 12 years ago. And, you can still see shades of the original design, or very much the original design, into the current generation as well. I think you guys have sort of created a classic design, if I may say so. Mm-hmm. And you've got some new products that I see sitting right across from you. Would you be kind enough to introduce these new products to us?
Sure. And as you mentioned, this is the 20th year of ThinkPad. And we have maintained that classic design for a reason. For 20 years we've had a consistent design. Our design teams actually take inspiration from Porsche. The Porsche designer was Dr. Ferdinand Porsche, mm-hmm. and he had a simple quote that basically said, "Change is easy, improvement is far difficult." So with ThinkPads, we aspire to make the small incremental changes, yet still keep the core essence of what a ThinkPad is. So I'll start off with our ThinkPad X1 Carbon. It is our thinnest ThinkPad that we have ever launched. It is 3 pounds or 1.35 kilograms, as you can see. One of the things that separates us from our competition, number one, this will be a very light ThinkPad, yet it is sturdy and reliable. It'll still pass your standard 8 military specifications. It has an HD Plus panel. It has built-in 3G with all the backlit keyboard capability, Dolby Home Theater audio, and it has rapid charge, which is it charges your battery up to 80% in only 35 minutes. So really excited to bring this. And by the way, this is one of the first Ultrabooks that have V Pro built in. So this is going to be launching this summer, okay. And I'm really excited about bringing this to market.
Now, you mentioned that it has built-in 3G. I don't think we've seen any other Ultrabooks with 3G capabilities. So, I mean, what made you guys decide into bundling 3G, or what was the concept behind making sure that?
Sure. Most of our customers are enterprise business class customers that need connectivity anywhere and everywhere. And I'll give you my simple example. I travel the world, literally live on the plane. Right? With me, it's very important to have 3G capability so I can connect anytime, anywhere. So your phones are connected anytime, anywhere. Why can't your notebook be? Mm-hmm. So it's very simple. So our customers demand it. In Western Europe, we have a very high attach rate on our 3G based ThinkPads. So it just made it natural. When I talk to my enterprise customers, that's a simple yes, we need it.
Okay.
Now, it's not easy to implement, right? But that's why I feel like our design teams, our development teams are the best in the industry, and we were able to accomplish that.
Okay, now I kind of have an idea where the name Carbon comes from, but just out of curiosity, what made you guys decide to choose the name Carbon for this?
So it's interesting. When we talked about, as we were discussing earlier, we talked to over 900 users over 9 different countries over a span of a year, where we followed people into their houses to see how they use their notebooks. And what we learned from them was when we showed them our offerings, they thought it was plastic, mm-hmm. right? Because it's simple, it's black, it's, the design inspiration for this is the bento box. Now, a lot of people do like aluminum, and we looked at aluminum. Now, if I had put aluminum on this would be at least a half a pound heavier, mm-hmm. right? We chose carbon fiber because my designers, my development engineers will tell you this is 1/3 the weight, yet twice as strong as aluminum.
Okay.
Right? So it's very powerful, very lightweight. So in order to get the 3 pound was the magic mark. The goal that I gave my development team was it's got to be under 3 pounds. It's got to be as close to 1.35 kilograms. And they said in order to go do that, we had to go use carbon. So it's very lightweight, very simple, and that's why we were able to get the lightweight that we said.
Great. And what's the other Ultrabook that you're sort of launching along
Sure.
with the Carbon?
The other one is the T430U. Now, a lot of customers also said, yes, we love the Ultrabooks, but I would like a little more oomph, a little more power, right? With this, you get a gigabyte of discrete graphics, and you get a terabyte of hard drive, and you're getting still a classic ThinkPad, and it is still an Ultrabook.
Great. So that one's the Carbon's using SSD, and I believe this is using a mechanical drive.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a rotating hard drive. Yes.
And what GPU are you guys equipping this one with?
This will be a standard Core i CPUs.
Okay, but on the GPU side, on the graphics side, are you going with NVIDIA or AMD or one of those?
Yes, it'll be one of those.
All right, great. And what's the third one you have on that?
Sure. This is an offering when Lenovo is #1 in worldwide education market. One of the feedback, a lot of the feedback we got from our education customers is that you guys design great ThinkPads, but our customers, which is the students, need something even tougher.
Okay.
Right? And so with that in mind, we've created an offering because you can imagine what happens. The students will take this notebook and stuff it in their backpack, which already has like 5 textbooks this thick, right? So as you're putting it in there, it needs a lot of rigidity, needs a lot of quality reliability because the students are pretty tough. So we've basically beefed this up, put rubberized edges around it. The hinges are very strong, dustless fans. So these are really optimized for the students, and we're partnering with Intel, and we also have the Intel Learning Series software. Also on this next generation offering, we will also put an LED. This model does not show. So when students are in the classroom, and if they are on wireless, the teachers can see which students are on wireless, and if they don't want them to be accessing the internet, the LED will shut off. So at one glance, the teacher can see who's using what. So that's what this allows us to go do. This also allows us to customize for the education market. So if an education system wants to go put their custom logo, custom school colors, we can still go do that. Custom asset tags, right? So we can basically cater to the education market. So this is one of the first notebooks that caters towards the education market.
Okay, great. Now, obviously you guys have cutting edge designs over here, and one of the other companies that is also known for cutting edge designs is Apple. They recently introduced their 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro. How do you feel about such high density displays? Do you think that's the forward of computing as we know it, or do you think that's just something of a gimmick at the moment?
I wouldn't say it's a gimmick, Abbas. Apple's clearly done a great job. On our workstation line, we do have full HD panels, very high resolution panels, right? So there are obviously users that would value that, but again, it comes at a cost premium at the end of the day. So we offer our customers a choice. So on our ThinkPads, every ThinkPad you can get an HD plus panel. You can also get the full HD on our W series line of products. So in general, the trend is towards higher resolution panels. You'll see that going forward, and it'll become more of the norm than the exception going forward. So I would say, yes, today we do offer high resolution panels for our customers, but again, the attach rate is very low because of the price premium. The price premiums on those are still pretty significant. I mean, if I look at the overall market, majority of the market is in that $500 to $800 price point, right? So majority of the users are not willing to pay that premium. Now, for graphics designers, users who need that rich resolution, it absolutely makes sense.
Okay. Last one, moving forward with Windows 8, obviously Microsoft is focusing a lot on the touch capabilities. They've recently announced their Surface as well for it. How do you see that with these kind of laptops moving forward with Windows 8 when the primary aspect or primary push for Microsoft is touch-enabled screens? So where do you see these kind of laptops or the traditional design fitting in?
So absolutely, Microsoft has done a great job with the touch interface. As you all have seen, the Metro interface, very responsive, very easy to go use. You'll start to see touch on a lot of the clamshells, but the challenge is going to be the cost of the price point premium. So it's still pretty expensive to go put a touch panel on a standard notebook. Now, as you've seen some of the tablets come out at Computex show, there are a number of tablets out there. You'll start to see a lot of hybrid style of devices. So for example, you saw us announce the Yoga form factor at Consumer Electronics Show. So you'll start to see a lot of hybrid notebooks. But for touch to go through, the industry has to reduce the cost points on the touch panel. Today, they are at a premium and they weigh also a lot. So as the industry improves, you'll see touch becoming more and more prevalent across everything.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time, Dilip.
You're most
Appreciate
welcome.
it.